Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to take a look at some interesting facts about sports that you might not know. From the origins of popular sports to strange world records, we've got you covered. Let's get started. Did you know that the first recorded Olympic Games were held in ancient Greece in 776 BC? The games consisted of only one event, a sprint race. The sport of baseball was actually invented in England, not America. It was known as rounders and was brought over to the US by British immigrants. The highest score ever recorded in a single game of basketball was 186 points. The game was played in 1989 between the Detroit Pistons and the Denver Nuggets. Polo is the oldest team sport in recorded history, dating back to ancient Persia over 2,000 years ago. The sport of badminton originated in India and was called Puna, until it was introduced to England in the 19th century. In 1963, the Chicago Bears drafted a kicker who had never played a game of football before. His name was Pete Gogolak, and he went on to revolutionize the way kickers approached the game. In 2008, Usain Bolt set the world record for the 100 meters dash with a time of 9.69 seconds. During the race, he slowed down and celebrated before he even crossed the finish line. The first World Series of baseball was played in 1903 between the Boston Americans and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Boston won the series 5-3. The sport of curling was invented in medieval Scotland and was originally played on frozen ponds and lakes. The longest tennis match in history was played at Wimbledon in 2010. John Isner defeated Nicolas Mahut in a match that lasted 11 hours and 5 minutes. The first recorded game of football, or soccer, was played in Scotland in 1872. The game ended in a 0-0 tie. The fastest goal in soccer history was scored in just 1.8 seconds by Nawaf Al-Abed of Al Hilal in a Saudi Arabian League match in 2017. The sport of volleyball was invented in 1895 by William G. Morgan, who was looking for a less intense version of basketball. The first ever modern Olympic Games were held in Athens, Greece in 1896. Only 14 countries participated and all of the athletes were men. The sport of skateboarding was invented in the 1940s in California. The first skateboard was made by attaching wheels to a wooden box. The oldest sport in the world is wrestling, dating back to ancient times. The fastest goal ever scored in a soccer game was 2.8 seconds after the kickoff. The first recorded game of baseball was played in 1846. The first game of American football was played in 1869 between Princeton and Rutgers. In 2016, Usain Bolt ran the 100 meters dash in 9.58 seconds, setting a world record that still stands. The highest score in a single inning of a Major League Baseball game is 18 runs. The first World Cup of Soccer was held in 1930 in Uruguay, and was won by the host country. The first recorded game of golf was played in Scotland in 1457. The heaviest sumo wrestler ever weighed 589 pounds. The first organized game of ice hockey was played in 1875 in Montreal, Canada. The longest home run ever hit was by Joey Meyer in 1987, which traveled an estimated 582 feet. The highest score ever recorded in a professional football game is 149-0. The fastest tennis serve ever recorded was hit by Sam Groth in 2012, and was clocked at 163.7 miles per hour. The first recorded game of rugby was played in England in 1823. The first recorded game of cricket was played in the 16th century. The oldest golf course in the world is the Old Course at St Andrews in Scotland, which dates back to the 15th century. The first Olympic medal ever won by an African athlete was in 1904 by American-born South African runner, Reggie Walker. The first organized game of lacrosse was played by Native American tribes in the 17th century. The first recorded game of table tennis was played in England in the late 1800s. In 1900, golf became an Olympic sport, but it was not included in the Olympics again until 2016. The longest recorded cricket match lasted 14 days. The first recorded game of baseball was played in 1846 in Hoboken, New Jersey. The first organized game of basketball was played in 1891 in Springfield, Massachusetts. In 2019, Eliud Kipchoge became the first person to run a marathon in under 2 hours, completing it in 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 40 seconds. The longest home run ever hit in Major League Baseball was hit by Babe Ruth and measured at 575 feet. The largest recorded wave ever surfed was 80 feet tall, surfed by Garrett McNamara in Portugal in 2011. The fastest recorded mile run by a woman is 4 minutes and 12 seconds, achieved by Sifan Hassan of the Netherlands in 2019. In 1968, Dick Fosbury introduced the Fosbury flop high jump technique, which revolutionized the sport and is still used by high jumpers today. The first recorded game of American football was played in 1869 between Princeton and Rutgers University. And that's it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed these interesting facts about sports. Let us know in the comments which fact surprised you the most. Don't forget to like and comment, subscribe to more videos like this. Thanks for watching.